Hello everyone, I'm Joe Prince-Wright. I'm here to break down the huge breaking news in the Premier League, and that's that Jose Mourinho has been fired by Tottenham Hotspur after 17 months in charge of Spurs. This is a bit of a shock, the timing of this announcement. He's had a poor season at Spurs. He's kind of got the promised land of a cup final in the League Cup, but he's leaving before that competition and the finale against Manchester City at Wembley. This is a massive, massive moment for Spurs, and it's amid huge drama as they joined the proposed European Super League. There's a lot going on at Tottenham and across the Premier League, but Jose Mourinho will not be part of it at Spurs in North London. For now, Ryan Mason will take temporary charge until the end of the season. The former Spurs midfielder who had to retire early has been working as a coach, and he comes in until the end of the season. So he's got a huge task to try and push Tottenham into the top four position for the final games of the season, and of course try and win that League Cup final against Manchester City to finally get some silverware in the trophy cabinet at a Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. As for Spurs' chairman Daniel Levy, he's the man who made this decision. He lauded Jose Mourinho when he brought him in. That was the man he wanted to take his project to the next level after the stadium was built. It's a fantastic venue, but there have been a lot of problems for Mourinho on and off the pitch. Of course, off the pitch with the coronavirus pandemic, that's led to the stadium being empty, Spurs' finances being hit, and a lot of issues for the Portuguese coach to solve. And Daniel Levy, and I quote, said, "On a personal level, I've enjoyed working with Mourinho and regret that things have not worked out as we had both envisaged." So why haven't they worked out then? Well, the style of play was undoubtedly a huge problem for Mourinho. They were so defensive, Spurs, over the last 17 months. They so often would go in the lead, start games well. Harry Kane's been in fine form, Son as well. They'd score 1 or 2 goals, go ahead, and then Tottenham would just sit back deeper and deeper and didn't have the defensive players to hold on to leads. And that is what has cost Mourinho his job, because no team in the Premier League this season has lost more points from winning positions than Tottenham Hotspur. And that is a damning stat, and Mourinho will be remembered as the manager who set his teams up to defend when they were ahead and they couldn't get it done. So the timing is intriguing, as we said, a few days before the League Cup final against Manchester City. But this decision really was made with the top 4 in mind. After that draw against Everton, Mourinho's boys just didn't look likely to have a late season surge for a top 4 finish. Something drastic had to change. And the other big reason for me is that Harry Kane and Son. There's talk about Kane wanting to move on this summer. Son is stalling on signing a new contract, and a lot of that had to do with the style of play and the vision and project under Mourinho. Where were they going? Where did they see themselves? And with Mourinho now gone, perhaps we will now see more building blocks put into place for Daniel Levy to kind of make Kane and Son the future of this club rather than the manager. It's a big, big transitional period for Spurs, and Mourinho will not be part of that. Have to remember as well, he upset a lot of the squad with his comments throughout the season about the defending. Dele Alli and Gareth Bale were left out often, and their star quality is undoubted, but for whatever reason, Mourinho did not see a place for them in his starting lineup on a weekly basis for Spurs. So who's next then? We're looking at the odds, and the bookies have gone with the likes of Brendan Rodgers, Julian Nagelsmann, Nuno Espirito Santo is up there, Eddie Howe, Max Allegri is among the favourites, and Tottenham clearly have someone lined up for this long-term project, because Ryan Mason, Chris Powell and Ledley King, they'll be handling things until the summer, and then we'll see who will come in the summer months for Spurs to take over from Mourinho long-term. If I had to bet, I would probably go with Max Allegri. He's been speaking a long, long time about wanting to come to England, been taking English lessons, did wonderful things with Juventus, and with his defensive style of play, but also a penchant for working with big players at Juve and winning trophies, that would seem to line up very well with Tottenham's aspirations to break in to that elite clubs in the Premier League and across Europe. So Mourinho is gone. His time at Tottenham will not be remembered fondly by the players, the fans, and pretty much everyone connected with the club. It did not go well, and for a time they were top of the league earlier this season with some big wins, but that all unravelled very quickly. At that time, I asked Mourinho what kind of horse they were in this title race, and he said, "We are a little pony." Well, Mourinho will not be riding that little pony anymore. The jockey is off, Mourinho is gone, and Tottenham are looking for a new manager.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe. Make sure you subscribe to watch highlights all season long and join us at the weekend at 7 a.m. Eastern on NBCSN for Premier League mornings, and sign up for Peacock Premium, where you'll have access to 175 exclusive live games all season long.